Good day, my people. Yeah, still me, your brother, Comrade Presty. Yeah, it's good to hear from you guys. And it's good to be here once again. I think it's been a while, you know. Sometimes it is hard to find time to make videos because too much work, too much stuff, too much things here and there, you know. So that's why whenever I find time to a few times to stay inside the car and just make a short or a quick video, I do it because when I get home, most times I hardly find time, you know. So it's not really easy. No, I'm not a full-time blogger. I'm not a full-time content creator. I just love to talk about stuff. That's it. So back to it. Like I said in my last video, that I was making comparison the comparison in between the World Cup and stuff going on in Nigeria, you know. And in conclusion, I was able to okay, let me stick with the World Cup after all. Too many boring stuff coming out of the country, Nigeria, over there. So it's not an easy thing to talk about every day continuously because for Nigeria, wahala not they finish. Problem not they finish. I don't know what is wrong with our country, to be frank. I don't know what is wrong with our government. I don't know what is wrong with everybody because people are just too negative over there. When good things want to come, there are people that are going to use their life to make sure they block those good things from coming. I don't know why Nigeria is just like that. When good things want to start happening, you will see people want to stick out their life to make sure that good thing never see the light of the day. So it's tiring. I don't know. If it's a curse, it is high time that curse is broken because I don't know. Each time I think about Nigeria, I don't know what to think. How can a country exist where you cannot boldly use the road to travel without fear of being kidnapped, without fear of your car or your transport vehicle being stopped and everybody is taken away by kidnappers? How can you be in a country where you cannot boldly step outside, to go out and be fully confident that everything will be okay? I don't know, but we have been praying. I prayed one day, and very soon God heard our prayer. Too bad the government is not really doing anything about it. Even with the election coming, they campaigning for a second term, that still is not spurring them to do something, at least to save their name. They just want to sit down there and force their way back for a second term. Well, anyhow, let's forget about those boring stuff about Nigeria. Like I said before, they finish. And back to the World Cup. Like I said, it's more exciting talking about the World Cup, talking about Nigeria. Don't tell anybody, but that's what I think. Yeah, I told you in my last video that the World Cup is kind of boring as well. It's boring because it doesn't seem like World Cup. The spirit of World Cup is not there, kind of. And I'm not enjoying the excitement, and I'm not getting the excitement and all of that. And the few matches I've watched, none have really impressed me. It has lack quality, it has lack excitement, it has lack a lot of things that the World Cup is made of, But do you know, when the round of 32 started, and the first match in the round of 32 was, I think, Xenophobia against Canada. And luckily for us, Xenophobia was knocked out of the World Cup. Could you believe me that the boringness that has engulfed the World Cup, immediately Xenophobia was knocked out? Oh, did I say Xenophobia? I mean, if I say xenophobia, I mean South Africa. Because when you talk about South Africa right now, the first thing that comes to your mind is xenophobia, right? If I'm wrong, you can quote me. Because that country, that is the evil. That is the evil that they choose or they have chosen to be perpetrating in that country, and they enjoy it. To just rise up one day and start killing foreigners. And not just only foreigners, not just every foreigners, black Africans like them. They target them, they kill them for fun. That's xenophobia. And people think it is funny. And nobody is speaking anything about it. The world has not said anything about it. How can a country just wake up one day and form a group of bastards, of heartless people, and just turn against foreigners and be slaughtering them? I don't know what they are thinking. There is no country in the world where you will not have foreigners. How come a country deem it normal and not abnormal to rise up against foreigners and be slaughtering them? They've been doing this thing for a very long time. Do you know, if I want to define that act of xenophobia, the only way I can define it personally is biting the hand or the fingers that fed you. Not just only biting it, cutting it away. Because I remember in the days of, during the time of apartheid in South Africa, the whole Africans were united together to join them to fight apartheid. And the apartheid government, the regime back then, that kind of like enslaved or kind of like choked the majority black community. They were put under, they were squeezed under, they were put under kind of like brutality, because the white minority, they were in power as of then. They were oppressed. The whole Africans would join hands together. Nigeria, Ghana, Ethiopia, name it, all the African countries. We join hands together to make sure we join the South Africans to fight against apartheid. And today, did they remember all of that? Now they are a free country. Now they think they are now a major force to be reckoned with in Africa. All they could come out with is to say South Africa is only for South Africans. So every other African brothers and sisters have to die. The crime is you being in South Africa and you are a black African like them. You have to die, except you run for your dear life. There is no brutality that is worse than that. I don't know what to call it. It's the height of brutality. You understand? If they are totally a white colored or a white skin or country, I don't know how to put it. I mean, I'll say, okay, these people are racist. They don't like black people. But the majority of South Africans are black people. Even this xenophobia thing that is going on, the white community, I'm sure they themselves right now, they will be ashamed that they are South Africans. Yes, it's a stigma that I'm sure they will never want to be associated with. They will never, they will never and ever will never want to be associated with that kind of stigma. This xenophobic stigma. But unfortunately, they are South Africans, even if they are white. But you can never see those white South Africans do stupid shit like this. I don't know what is wrong with those black, those majority South Africans that are blacks, that are heartless, that are evil. Because they have been doing this thing time and time again. This is not the first time. I think it all dated back to after they got independent. After they got independent, I think in 1990 or something. The first case of xenophobia, if I'm not mistaken, was recorded in South Africa, I think in 1994, 95. Between that 94, 95, 94, 95, 96, if I'm not mistaken. That was the first time the case of xenophobia was recorded. They were killing the black foreigners in their country, asking them to go because I think they were not having the complete document to stay in the country. Instead of you killing them, can't you deport them? That's how it functions. If there are illegal immigrants in your country that you don't want them to stay in your country, deport them to their country. Do you have to kill them? Do you have to brutalize them? That is when I knew that this country, there's something bad about them. There's something evil about them, you know? And I was beginning to think that the apartheid regime didn't just happen by mistake. That I'm sure there was something the minority white community back then saw in these majority black South Africans that made them, subjected them to that oppression. Because I'm sure they did what they did as a kind of like defense against the violence that they foresaw is going to come with time. Because I'm sure if the white community didn't subject these evil and bastardious black South Africans to apartheid at that point, I'm sure a time would have come where they would have risen up and eliminate all the white South Africans. Because they were the majority and they were brutal, they were violent, they were heartless. Even up till now, that's how they have been from the beginning. Because this attitude, this spirit, this evil spirit, this heartlessness didn't just happen one day. It has been in them for long. How can you just wake up and start killing your African brothers just because they're in your country? These same people that stood up to fight for you guys. No. I don't even know how to, I don't even know how many videos I can do about this. I don't know how long it will take me to be able to talk about this, how it hurts, how it pains me. It started back then. I think 4 years after they got independent from the apartheid regime. That was the first time the case of xenophobia was recorded. And some years back again, it repeated itself. I think that was like 2008. 2008. It started again. There was a little stop. Then 2015, 2016, around that time again, it happened again. The words kicked against it. And somehow it stopped. And it's back again. You see? It's in their blood. You think this is going to be the last of it? If you like, go to South Africa and stay there. I'm sure if this one stops, after a few years, you will hear it again. I will advise every foreigner, especially every black foreigners in South Africa, leave their country, leave their useless country for them. Me, if you give me a house, a mansion in South Africa with cars, free of tax, free of anything, I would not stay. I will not stay in that fucking country. What will I go and be staying in a country where these citizens can wake up one day and want to eliminate me because I'm a foreigner, or I'm a black foreigner like them? They don't target the white foreigners. They target the black foreigners. And we are the ones that stood up to fight for them during their time of need. Nigeria, we did everything possible to make sure they are freed from that oppression of apartheid. In song, in everything. There was no country that nobody didn't stand up to kick against apartheid. And at the end of the day, they got their independence. They got their freedom. I'm sure Nelson Mandela, wherever he is right now, in his grave, is going to be crying for what the country he used his life to fight for, what it has become. A den of heartless lions that are preying on their brothers and their sisters. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. As bad as things has gotten in Nigeria, you can now hear one day that Nigerians has risen up against foreigners in Nigeria to start hurting or killing them just because they're in Nigeria. We will even the terrorists in Nigeria will not target foreigners. The Fulani herdsmen, the terrorists, the Boko Haram, whatsoever they are, the bandits, they will not target foreigners. As bad as things has gotten in Nigeria, you will not hear Nigerians targeting foreigners. Not to talk of killing them, butchering them, recording it and posting it for fun. Shame on you guys, South Africans. Shame on you guys. Woo! I am so ashamed of you guys. Look at. Immediately you guys were knocked out of the World Cup. The boringness that has engulfed the World Cup. The boringness you guys, the evil spirit you brought into the World Cup that caused boringness went away. Immediately you were knocked out. And now look at the fun everybody's having now in the World Cup. You guys should go home and go and fix yourself. Go and put your heart in order. Yes, I'm a Nigerian. Thank God Nigeria is not in the World Cup. I would have said the same thing. Because if Nigeria would have been in the World Cup with all these things going on in Nigeria, it would have, I would have feel a bit like ashamed that with all the stuff going on in Nigeria, we are in the World Cup, shouting a goal and doing and feeling as if all is well. All is not well. Shame on you guys, South Africans, that you let all this evil stuff going on in your country. You went to the World Cup and are going to be playing, feeling as if maybe everything is okay with you guys, that you guys know what you are doing. Yes, they say don't mix politics with football. This is not only politics. This is not only football. This is what affects the heart. Like I said, shame on you guys, South Africans. Whether you are a footballer, you are a basketballer, you are whatever you are, shame on you guys. Because even those football players, how many of them have risen up to speak against this xenophobic issue that is going on? It has been going on for a very long time. How many of them have come and say, has come out to condemn it. None of them. They are all in support of it. So shame on you guys. And I'm happy you guys have been knocked out of the World Cup. And every event you guys will ever go to, shame will always be on you guys. Because you guys are a disgrace to Africa. You guys are a disgrace to the world. You guys are a disgrace to the black race. And you guys are a disgrace to God. Shame on you guys. Shame on you guys. Shame on your president. Shame on your government. Shame on all the people that are involved in the affairs of your country, that has kept quiet, that has remained silent. Your top personalities in the country have remained silent for this evil to continue up to this point. Shame on all of you. What will betide all of you? God will not forgive you guys for this nonsense stuff that you keep on doing. Posterity will not forgive you. The blood of those innocent people that you have shed for fun, just because they're in your country, will speak against you guys. And it will speak against your country. Don't worry. The world will hear very soon. The crumblings of South Africa. The crumbling of South Africa. Don't worry. Every foreigners will leave. And you guys will turn against each other and kill each other. Yes. Because there will not be any foreigner to shed their blood. You guys will not have to turn against each other and shed your own blood. You kill each other. That's what's going to happen. It's not a prophecy. I'm saying it. It's going to happen because you guys are God, too heartless. You guys don't deserve to be called a country. You guys didn't deserve to get independent. All you guys deserve was to remain under that apartheid regime and remain under oppression, because that is what you guys really deserve, because you guys are heartless. I'm sure it was your heartlessness that brought about apartheid in the first place. Look at, you guys have proved it. Shame on you guys. Well, anyhow, let's forget about South Africa. The assignment is back in the World Cup at least. So let's enjoy the World Cup. Why? Everybody try to face their issues. Yeah, South Africa was knocked out by Canada and the assignment came back. A lot of upset was recorded, like Paraguay knocking out Germany on penalty. How are the mighty falling? Morocco knocking out the Netherlands, Holland. Holland, how are the mighty falling? Germany, how are the mighty falling? German machine, can you imagine? Well, anyhow, excitement. Holland being knocked out by Morocco. Like I said before, if it were to be years back, all these matches are supposed to be high-scoring matches. You hear something like Germany 5 or Germany 6, Paraguay 0. You hear something like Holland 5 or Holland 6, Morocco 0. But today, everything has changed. So, upset. It was good. England struggled and labored and were lucky against Democratic Republic. Another great showing from an African team. Kudos to Congo Democratic Republic. And congratulations to England for being lucky to get those 2 late goals by Harry Kane. Yeah. What other match again? Yeah, France humbled Sweden 3-0. Another strong team. Contender. Argentina, yesterday they managed to win Cape Verde. The surprise team of the tournament. In short, they should give them the award of the surprise team of the tournament because Cape Verde, a, a, a small island nation from Africa, they were unbeaten in all their matches in regulation time, except yesterday when they were beaten during the extra time of the match. Even 9 minutes of the of the extra time, that was when the winning goal was scored by Argentina. Solid team. Kudos to them. I really appreciate what they did. They made African proud. Ghana was eliminated yesterday as well by Colombia. But a good showing anyway by our African brothers. So we are now left with Egypt and Cameroon. Egypt and Morocco from Africa. The other guys they're gone. So Spain as well, they qualified. Portugal beat Croatia 2-1 to qualify for the round of 16. And Spain beat Austria. Spain beat Austria, I think 3-0 to qualify for the round of 16. So, and many other matches. So, like I said, the excitement is back. So, from now onward, it's going to be excitement all the way. Why? Because the xenophobias have been sent packing to go back home, to go and continue from where they stopped, killing innocent foreigners. Stupid shit. Well, anyhow, I hope Nemesis will caught up with them very soon. So that is it. Our excitement is back to our World Cup. So I will see you guys soon. Talk about the round of 16 and talk about stuff happening around the world as well. Pray for Nigeria. We pray for the foreigners over there in South Africa that they are able to find their way home alive from that God-forsaken country. Yeah, it's still me, your brother, the comrade. Yeah, another long video today, but I'm sorry. I just have to talk about a few things that were necessary. Don't worry, the next video will not be this long. Enjoy it anyway. And if you have any opinion or drop it in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, on Instagram as well. We are there. I salute you all, and I will see you very soon. God bless.